As of the market close on October 7, 2025, POET Technologies, trading under the ticker symbol POET on the NASDAQ, closed at a price of $7.88 per share. This represents a staggering intraday gain of $1.50 or a 23.51% surge. The trading session was incredibly active, with the stock hitting a high of $8.13 and a low of $6.47 on a volume of over 40.8 million shares. This dramatic price movement has caught the attention of many investors, especially those using platforms like Fidelity, Robinhood, and SoFi for their online investing activities. But the real story here isn't just the one-day pop, it's the monumental news that dropped and fundamentally altered the company's trajectory, turning market expectations on their head. The catalyst for this explosive move was the announcement that POET Technologies has successfully closed a non-brokered private placement of $75 million with a single institutional investor. This is not just a routine capital raise, it is the largest single investment in the company's history. The market's reaction was swift and decisive. The expectation for many small-cap tech firms is a constant struggle for capital, often leading to dilutive offerings that punish existing shareholders. The reality, however, was a massive vote of confidence from a single sophisticated investor injecting a substantial amount of non-dilutive capital at a premium. This move completely reframes the narrative around POET, shifting it from a promising but speculative technology developer to a well-capitalized contender in the booming artificial intelligence hardware space. The company issued over 13.6 million common shares, along with a corresponding number of warrants, exercisable at $9.78. This structure provides the company with immediate funds and the potential for additional capital in the future, fortifying its balance sheet to a degree that few anticipated. This influx of capital is critical when you consider the company's position and the broader market dynamics. POET is now sitting on a war chest of over $150 million in cash with no significant debt. For a company in a high-growth, capital-intensive industry, this financial security is a significant competitive advantage. It allows them to aggressively pursue their growth strategy, which includes targeted acquisitions, scaling up research and development, accelerating their light source business, and expanding their overall operations. Many investors using Schwab Intelligent Portfolios or interactive brokers for self-investing would recognize this as a de-risking event. The common belief was that POET would need to navigate the treacherous waters of capital markets for the foreseeable future. The reality is that they now have the resources to execute their vision without the immediate pressure of fundraising. Let's step back and look at the daily trading activity. The volume of over 40 million shares is a clear indicator of the market's intense interest. To put that in perspective, it's a massive increase from its average trading volume. This surge in activity suggests that this isn't just retail enthusiasm. Institutional players are taking notice and building positions. This is where online investment platforms like Fidelity, with their robust trading platforms and access to institutional research, become invaluable for individual investors trying to make sense of such dramatic moves. The intraday price swing from a low of $6.47 to a high of $8.13 also tells a story of a battle between profit takers and new buyers, with the bulls ultimately winning the day. The closing price near the high of the day suggests strong momentum heading into the next trading session. This is the kind of price action that gets the attention of both long-term investors and short-term traders on platforms like Robinhood, known for its user-friendly mobile app that makes it easy to react to market-moving news. Now, for those who are new to POET Technologies, what exactly does this company do? At its core, POET is a designer and developer of the POET Optical Interposer, Photonic Integrated Circuits, PICs, and light sources. These are not household names, but they are critical components for the data center, telecommunication, and artificial intelligence markets. In simple terms, they create the hardware that allows for the high-speed transfer of data using light. Their proprietary optical interposer platform is the key here. It allows for the seamless integration of electronic and photonic devices onto a single chip using standard semiconductor manufacturing techniques. This results in products that are smaller, more power-efficient, and more cost-effective than competing solutions. In an industry where speed, efficiency, and cost are paramount, POET's technology offers a compelling value proposition. It's no wonder that, in the context of the AI boom, a company with this kind of technology would attract significant investment. The demand for data is insatiable, and companies like NVIDIA are building the processors to handle the computational load. But all that data needs to be moved around, and that's where POET's technology comes in. Looking at their financials, it's clear that POET is still in its growth phase. The company is not yet profitable, with a reported earnings per share of minus $0.74. Their most recent earnings report for Q2 2025 showed an EPS of minus 0.21, which was a miss compared to analyst expectations. But for a company at this stage, the focus is less on current earnings and more on revenue growth and the path to profitability. Analysts are projecting significant revenue growth in the coming year, and this new infusion of capital will be instrumental in achieving those targets. Investors using SoFi Invest, which offers both active and automated investing, would be wise to look beyond the current earnings figures and focus on the long-term growth potential. The recent investment completely changes the financial landscape for the company, making past performance less relevant in predicting future success. The focus now shifts to how effectively management can deploy this new capital to accelerate growth and capture market share. From a future outlook perspective, the picture for POET Technologies has never been brighter. The massive growth of AI infrastructure presents an unprecedented opportunity. The company is now well equipped to scale up its ambitions and become a key player in the market for advanced AI hardware solutions. The investment will allow them to secure their technological lead and pursue revenue-generating opportunities in light sources for chip-to-chip connectivity and ultra-high-speed transceivers. This is where the story gets really interesting. The ability to move data quickly and efficiently is a major bottleneck in the development of more powerful AI systems. POET's technology directly addresses this challenge. This is a classic case of a company being in the right place, at the right technology, and now with the right amount of capital. What do you think? Comment below on how many shares of POET Technologies you currently hold and what your price target is for the next 12 months. Of course, there are risks to consider. The semiconductor industry is notoriously cyclical and competitive. POET will be up against established players with deep pockets and extensive market reach. Execution will be key. The company will need to demonstrate its ability to scale up production, secure major design wins, and effectively manage its expanded operations. The recent private placement also introduces some dilution with the issuance of new shares and warrants. However, the market's reaction suggests that investors view the strategic value of the investment as far outweighing the dilutive effects. For those considering an investment in POET stock, it's important to conduct your own due diligence and consider your risk tolerance. An individual brokerage account with a platform like Fidelity or Interactive Brokers can provide the tools and resources needed to make an informed decision. In conclusion, the massive surge in POET Technologies' stock price is not just a fleeting moment of market exuberance. It's a fundamental re-rating of the company based on a transformative event. The expectation was a long and arduous path to securing the necessary funding for growth. The reality is a 75 million vote of confidence that has catapulted the company into a position of financial strength and strategic advantage. The company's innovative technology, coupled with its newly fortified balance sheet, positions it to capitalize on the explosive growth in the AI hardware market. While risks remain, the future for POET Technologies looks incredibly promising. This is a story of a company at an inflection point, and the market is just beginning to wake up to its potential. The content shared here is for educational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Always consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. If you found this helpful, please like, comment, and share to support the community.